historic event this evening.
Good evening. Here we are at the historic Sunnybrook Ballroom here in Pottstown, Pennsylvania for the Border War. Pottsgrove versus Pottstown. Little bonus coverage here, Saturday night special. Sitting with me, as always, is
Glenn Kaiser here.
And pretty excited for this match tonight. You know, from the time we walked in the building, this place has been electric. Bands have played from both schools. Middle school just wrestled. Great crowd. Small room, great acoustics. You know, it has all the makings for a great rivalry match here.
Yeah, and a very interesting setting in this old ballroom. And I just took a picture with the United States flag here and the people standing for the national anthem. And just a really good feel for a match. And it's like a real tight venue, almost like a old school boxing match.
Yeah, and come to think of that, there have been boxing matches here in the past at the Sunnybrook Ballroom. And, here we are with wrestling. It's going to be pretty neat and great atmosphere. We start off at 138 pounds. We have Devon Thompson and, Jaquin Allen from Pottsgrove. Both guys just feeling each other out here a little bit in the start. No real action, we'll tie up. And there is Thompson with a takedown, and he's got a half. Rod Norman is our official tonight from the Berks chapter. Rod does a lot of matches out this way. In our earlier match, we had Mo Saylor, another Berks chapter official, coming out doing matches. A lot of times, Glenn, we get these officials out this way because we're so far out. Thompson riding at 2-on-1 cross wrist right now. Allen not doing a whole lot, head on the mat.
Now he's got him turned here with that bar, but he lost it. Got a 2 count though.
Von Thompson comes in with a record of 5-6, while Jaquin Allen comes in with a record of 8-9 on the season. And there's a reversal by Allen, and another reversal. Makes it 6-2 here with 33 seconds to go in the period. Just warning you folks, the buzzer will be loud. We're right next to the head table, and it's right in the earshot of all of our microphones.
Yeah, but really nice for the wrestlers here with this wood floor, the wood dance floor. Gives a nice cushion for the mat, so we're going to get some thumping too. But that's a really good design for a wrestling mat to be on top of a wood surface like this. Wish my wrestling room was like that. We have concrete right underneath. Had to spend a lot of money for the padding underneath.
Yeah. Thompson with a little reinforced bar
of his own, yeah.
Got 2 1 counts. Trying to come jump sides, run a half.
Went to it again. He's got to keep that now. He's too loose. Got to keep everything tight in there, Joe.
Yep.
So a little sloppy, but a 6-2 lead for Thompson. You know, it's nice to see these two teams, too. I mean, these are teams that a lot of, District 1 schools do not see during the regular season unless you're in the PAC up here or, catch them in a tournament. We got to see Pottsgrove down at the Wetzel, and they have a couple really decent wrestlers at Pottsgrove, well coached by Jeff Madden. And this is a great match for our viewers tonight.
Little knee pick here.
Yeah, he kept that head. He didn't run the knee pick, though. So he doesn't get it. You got to run that knee pick. Run that head.
You mentioned Jeff Madden, Hall of Fame, District 1 Hall of Fame from his days at Wissahickon.
And Joe was screaming all day at the middle school tournament, so his voice is going to be a little rusty like mine is always.
A little shot, 5 matches today out of Donegal, my middle school team.
Great bus ride home from Donegal.
No comment. And then you have, on the other end, you have a Hall of Fame coach, and you have a first-year coach, Nick Wade, with the Trojans. And, do nice things. I talked a little bit off camera before the match, and talking about just the improvement of the team and what he's seen out of them so far this season. He said, things started a little shaky, but they got their feet under them, and things are they're seeing the improvement that that they were expecting from the start. And on his staff, he has Ansbach on his staff, along stalwart with Pottstown's wrestling program, and of course the Pottstown legend John Armato. Again, he's been around for years and big advocator of Pottstown School District and the sport. And Thompson with their knee pick, get his feet moving, but not able to finish the shot. Good counter by Allen. Armato is in on the planning of this event, and you got to also give credit to Gary DiRenzo from Pottsgrove and working with this to make this happen. Just a phenomenal night, bring this community together, and that was what it was about.
Yeah, and Jeff Madden, he's our Coaches Association rep at the state level for District 1, and he's been talking to the states, really trying to build these kind of matches up. And here we are on a Saturday night in a ballroom. I mean, where else would you be for a wrestling match on a Saturday night? So this is really unique, and I know Gary DiRenzo is a big promoter of the sport, and this is really great for this community up here.
Another good shot attempt by Allen, but this time he runs out of time.
Yeah, so the score remains 6-2 after the second. So no scoring there.
Coach Madden puts Allen on his feet here for the third period, and kind of a little in shock. Allen hasn't taken a shot yet.
Yeah, but he has been ridden on top and gave up some back, so maybe he's thinking he can catch him here with a takedown. He did have one decent attempt there.
Yep. Jeff Madden's assisted by Todd Van Horn and Chris Nestor. And the Pottstown, we talked about three of their guys, and can't forget Tom Daniels, another guy who's been with the program for many years. The PAL team and up through middle and now high school. So both staffs have consistency within them, and that's what we need. When you're trying to keep a program and grow a program.
Oh, absolutely. And we saw a large middle school match here. Both teams had a boatload of wrestlers. So again, sport's still growing, despite the inclination that it's a dying sport. So I like to point that out every time we come to a venue like this and see the crowd and see the middle school kids and, of course, the high school teams.
Got a minute left here in the match. There's a shot attempt by Allen. Doesn't fully commit to it, however.
Yeah, he's got to get busy. I mean, he needs 2 takedowns or a set of backs off a takedown, and 45 to go, and he's got to really pick up the pace.
You're talking about these matches and advocating for these matches. You look at every year Pottstown and O&J match, and we've deemed it between the schools the takedown cancer match, and it's been at Pottstown the last 2 years, and there's mass competitions. The middle school and high school wrestle simultaneously, and it's what's about is growing the sport and getting people in the seats. And even though it hasn't been very competitive in the last few years, still it's a great event where people come out and watch.
Yeah, and of course the Battle of the Border tagged on this match as well. And we had the Battle of the Border down with Upper Moreland, Happer Horsham. Some of the other districts have that. Those bordering districts have that big match. Like North Penn's wrestling Penn Ridge tonight, pretty big match for them. Just like that Quakertown Penn Ridge match. So more and more of that. I mean, that's going to help. Just like Brad Stone and Perry said the other night. These are the kind of matches we want, and this is great for the sport. Good double there, but way too late.
That's all in there. Thompson with the 6-2 win. They take first blood in this match and a 3-0 lead for Pottstown. We move into 145 pounds.
They got to get that time fixed. I think they have the JV or the middle school time there. Is that even middle school time? 1:30?
That's middle school. It's 1:30, 1:30, 1:30.
Did we just do that for that whole period? That last period? No, there you go. They got it right. Got a forfeit here.
At 145 pounds, Anthony Wiggins was awarded a forfeit.
So Anthony Wiggins gets a forfeit there.
And that makes it 9-0 in favor of the away team today, the Trojans.
At 152 pounds, Stephen Henley, Cushman.
We have Xavier Cushman, a freshman from Pottstown, 0-7 on the season, wrestling sophomore Stephen Henley, who's 13-8 on the season. Cushman on a shot, fought off by Henley. Henley got him in the front headlock. We'll see if he's going to pound him a little bit before he goes behind. Now he goes underhook here.
Good reshot there.
Good reshot. We're trying to get a little chin whip here.
He's
and
got
Cushman's
it.
in trouble. No, he went through. Good job here.
Yeah, Cushman did a nice job rolling out of that. It's Henley rolled out of that. No, Cushman.
You're right the first time showing with your instinct. Cushman on another shot. Henley doing a good job countering with short offense. Nothing here.
Pottsgrove, Pottstown. The colors. I'm gonna figure it out, Joe.
Another shot by Cushman. That's 3 shots here in the early goings for Cushman. He's got in on that head inside single.
Yeah, he's got his head down though.
Yep. Good reshot here by Henley. He's got hands high with it, and he's just gonna easily get him down to the mat, and it makes it a 2-0 lead here early on. About a minute left in the period.
He goes right to legs.
Yep. He's right to attacking that far leg. Cushman digging that leg out, trying to, but he hangs his head there for that crossface, and now Henley's coming up over the top on the far shoulder with the claw.
Hey, he's out to the side there real nice and kind of got parallel again. Now he's got some power on that half going. Now he's got some hip pressure. He's double booting it.
Yep.
He's going to get some swipes here.
There it is, Rod Thornton. He's got 3. He's holding 2 back.
See if he comes back up on top and finishes this half. He's got 20 seconds to get on the move.
Looks like he's reaching for the low arm, trying to get a little bit more leverage, pull him over. Oh, Cushman comes around on top, gives up 2 back, makes it 4-2 here with 10 to go in the first period.
And he got parallel, and that's what happens.
Yep. Got a bar here. Henley to his feet, comes over top, crossface cradle. Ooh, runs out of time. He was going for it there.
Yeah, good action there at the end of the period. Coach Madden instructing to come up on that half on the far side, like I said.
Fun fact, Jeff Madden was one half of the colorful coaching head-to-head matchup we had in our first ever PA Wrestling broadcast.
Really?
I guess the other longtime coach and colorful personality was on the other side of the mat, a Suburban 1 team. Maybe one team that a certain coach was a certain Jeff Madden used to coach.
AJ Maida.
No. Suburban 1 team, I should say, not former Suburban 1.
But Stockton used to be a Suburban 1 team.
I know, but they're still a current Suburban 1 team. Where'd Madden used to coach?
Upper Dublin? No, Wissahickon Upper Dublin?
Was it
What, Stags?
Yeah. Our first ever broadcast was Stags versus Madden.
Oh, my goodness.
In Pottsgrove's brand new gym.
Was there any film of the wrestling?
I don't know, you have to go back and look. It's been a while. So
Henley working that bar tilt.
Yeah, he's trying to prime over that reinforced bar, but he's got way too much separation. He's got to pull him into the pocket there.
Now he might get some here. Got one. Yeah, he's got to reload that. He's got that bar tight.
He's going to hit that till he's got to let him come up. Got to let him base up so he has something to pull on. From there, he's just trying to run that bar. We got 42 seconds left here in the second period. And still 4-2 match. Cushman hanging tough for a guy who hasn't had his hand raised yet this year in varsity competition. You wouldn't know it by watching this match.
No, and he's looked game so far. I mean, he's not backing down at all. And again, that's that rivalry. That'll raise your level of intensity and rise up to the competition. He looks good, solid kid. And 152 is not an easy weight class either for these kids that are inexperienced.
Doing a good job working hands. Henley's got to get him to the mat. Preneed the lack of a true bench here. The coaches have free reign basically anywhere they want on their side of the mat.
Yeah, and they're up up and walking like basketball coaches. So that's kind of nice too to see because the wrestling coaches sometimes get the short end of the stick on what we can and can't do from the bench, and why can't we coach our athletes like basketball and football and get up and down the mat so the kids can hear and see us?
That's a good question.
Sure, Dr. Hosey's just listening to this out there at the PIAA.
Doc Haas usually officiates on my matches. District 2 guy.
Advantage to Cushman right now. He seems to have a little more energy. Henley seems a little gassed here in the third. And if he can get something going on top, he might be able to score some backs.
Yeah, quick set of back, and this match is it's tied. He hit that cradle in the first period and kind of ran out of time. He was all in on it in that, coming over the top of that crossface cradle. He's got legs in now.
On his own. A little high here. He's in trouble.
Yeah, but nothing yet. He's still in control. He's still in control. If he goes hands to the head.
Henley's got double boots in. He's still not in control. There it is.
He came over top there.
So that'll make it 6-2 here with just over a minute to go. I wonder if they're going to turn on the crystal ball later.
I asked that if they're going to put the disco ball on, and John Armato, assured me there'd be surprises throughout. Henley's done some swipes here, about 40 seconds to go, and that's tight
too.
Cushman coming back around the other way.
Now he's got his hips down.
That's tight.
Real tight.
He's got him in trouble there.
Yeah.
And there's the fall. That makes it 9-6. As we go into 160 pounds. Got Zach Griffin for Pottstown. I like how Madden set up shop at the head table. Yeah, it's cricket board on the head table.
Yeah, and they have the tunnel coming right to the table. I like that too.
At 160 pounds, we have Zach Griffin and Noah Miller.
Miller, sophomore, 99 on the season, and Griffin, a sophomore, 4-10 on the year.
And again, a lot of decent matchups in terms of the level of competition for these teams. So there's going to be some decent matches. They're going to go the distance there. I mean, unfortunately, Cushman couldn't survive there against Henley, but a decent match up to that point. These guys are in head-to-head collar tie.
Griffin in the front headlock, see what he's doing to do it here.
Going to throw that by. Now he lost the motion. Should have stuck with that and tossed it by. Now he's going to try and bury that head and go. Yeah, throw that by. Now he's in on the single. He's losing it though, back up.
Good job by Griffin fighting off, but really should have taken advantage of that and scored from that position.
And again, the fact that their fans are on the mat as well, makes it real exciting for the wrestlers that, hear the crowd go when they get going. Both sides. Seems like got some Pottsgrove fans on the end here, Pottstown on the side of the mat directly across from us, and then some more Pottsgrove fans here that are on left.
Nice shot by Griffin. He's twisting them down.
Excellent finish.
Yep. Great job to keep his feet moving to finish that shot.
Yeah, and if you're at home watching that, kids, you cut across that double and keep running your feet and deliver to the mat and keep your hips square, and there it is. So real good work there for Griffin. Or check that for
Miller. And here's like the other thing, you look at tonight, I see 4 different media print outlets. Like you got Austin Herzog here taking pictures for the Mercury and PA Prep Live. You have Jeff Stover here. You have Dennis Weller here. PCTV's here. We're here. They did a real good job promoting it and really getting this event out there for the public to see. And then you got some former alumni of both schools in the house. I said Chris Nestor's on the staff there. Saw the Penny Packers rolling around in here. Former Pottstown wrestlers. Former Pottstown coach Mark Housefields here.
Yeah, and Schuylkill Valley Sports, sponsoring as well. Kind of partnering with, the hall here. So, real nice job by both school districts putting this thing together.
The Falcon is here. The Trojans here, making their way around the venue here.
Yeah, I definitely like the Trojan a little better. Mascot, I'll be honest.
It'd be cool if the Falcon did what the St. Joe's Hawk did and just constantly flap its wings.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So we got that short bar here by Griffin on top, and he thinks better of it and switches off. He says he's going half now, and he's got that half pretty tight, but he's way out in front. Miller's watching, a little arm spin there.
Yeah, Miller controlled that wrist really well to get that reversal. So now it's knotted at 2. Got a full minute here to go in the second. A nice bar tilt here by Miller, getting some backs. Yeah, he started that count and stopped it and started again. I thought he had 5. Now he's got it. So he's holding 3. He's really hipping in nice too and elevating there. Real good finishing position, but let him come back around. I think you're going to award him the 3 now.
I guess the hold is broken. Yeah, I'm not sure why Rod is not giving a 3. Yeah, we got 10 seconds left in the second period here. Miller, he's got that wing and a.
Yeah, I guess he still had that bar. I guess that's why.
5-2 to score here with 7 to go in the period.
And Miller used his leverage there really well in that period once he got on top. So Griffin's going down. Start the third here.
Crawl forward switch attempt by Griffin.
But
Miller up to it again.
No continuation there.
Now you gotta have move 2, move 3 to go along with that.
And now he's belly down again, and Miller's going to go to work on top here. Got that bar in again on that far side, looking for that tilt again.
Yep, this is something Madden loves to run. And, all his Pottsgrove teams are very well versed in it.
Yeah, Coach Madden, when he was at Wissahickon, was one of the first guys to bring in the parallel ride with the legs and get that bar and start using that tilt. Norristown was using it prior, and Madden kind of took it to a new level. In the SOL, and we all picked it up right away back then. We're going back many years now.
It's been a staple for Springford as well out this way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and everybody. The parallel legs with that bar tilt is just extremely popular. Good job by Griffin there to get up and get spinning behind. See if we can get 2 here. Kind of running out of time, though. It's down 8-2. Don't want to get a stalemate here. You got to finish here. Got to get it, dig his feet in, get some movement.
He's not getting a whole lot of pressure there.
There's the stalemate call. back in the day, we considered Eric's back to that bar tilt again.
Trying to get a major decision here.
Yeah, I thought he had two there. I mean, he's got to pull that back.
6 seconds to go. Needs to set it back would get him the major. Bonus points could be huge. There you go. Noah Miller with the 8-2 decision. Makes it 9-9 just like that.
So what I was going to say there was back in the day when we were having the Wetzel early on, we considered having the tournament held over in one of the hangars at the old Navy base, which was an active base at the time with the reserves. But we were worried about the heat, getting heat into those hangars. But that would have been really unique. So this should give everyone some ideas on where to host a match and get the crowd out and get the communities involved.
So we have Emmanuel Tassana, senior is 3-3. Oh, I don't know if we need that. And Noah Keene, who's freshman, is 1-10. Tied at 9 here at 170 pounds.
And Toussaint, clearly the bigger wrestler here in this one. Whistle was blown before that toss attempt on the line, so no call there. Again, these guys are head-to-head in these collar ties. You got to get an angle.
Keene give him a little shove out of his own.
He returned the favor. Why not? Now Toussaint's backing up. I mean, that's a good call. Backed right out to the line twice.
Shot attempt by Toussaint. Keene fends it off. Keene goes a little headlock looked like, and Toussaint ducked it and ran him out of bounds, but did not. Good act of sportsmanship right there, Glenn. They both went out of bounds, just getting a little physical, and they're just, mutual respect there. Where it could easily go the other way, where, errant fist thrown, they shake hands.
We've seen some of that this year.
So I've heard.
Kaiser reminded me a little bit about feels like we're in Lehigh. In their smaller venue, obviously not Stabler, but Grace Hall, and it just started to dawn on me with the pillars, and again, kind of everyone down on the mat. So really good feel. Of course, we have the best spot as always here at PAWrestling.com.
3 seconds go here in the period.
Yeah, both guys really have not had an opportunity to get in on a shot, so I think we're going to see much here with 3 seconds left. So choice will be important here. Keene has choice. It's going to go down.
Quick move up the start, but it didn't follow it up with anything as we talked about earlier. You got that chain wrestling where you got to get move after move, make it difficult for your opponent. Toussaint doing a good job keeping him on his base right now.
Yeah, he's keeping his base. Got to try and come all the way up now.
Toussaint got a half, but he's like on the wrong side.
Now he's digging that half in.
A little pressure in the head, putting the half in. Right hand half. He's got the wrist. Keene comes up.
Now he's got
Ooh, he got a full Nelson there. That Rod unfortunately missed.
You got to be careful. He might slap that on again. And Keene stopped moving. He's got a chance to get a knee slide forward and work his way to his feet.
Keene up, knee slides up. Toussaint does a good job returning him back to the mat.
There comes that full Nelson again. Almost touched.
Soft.
Now he's got it. Well, we'll take that one. I mean, either way. So first point is a penalty point for Keene. Goes up 1-0 here. And now he has a chance to extend the lead if he can explode off the whistle.
.33 seconds left here in the period. Super important first point scored there by Keene, at least, or first point he drew.
And Toussaint is kind of slowed down on his offense up top. And Keene's just basically basing out. If he can ride through here, he'll take a 1-0 lead into the third with choice going to Toussaint.
That flash around the camera was Pottsgrove AD Gary Lorenzo. Couldn't walk around the table, had to go in front of it. He's always trying to get on camera. Toussaint to his feet and gets the escape, ties it at 1 here with 1:50 left.
So we're all knotted up here at 1, so takedown's going to win this thing. Potentially.
90 seconds running clock left in the match.
Gary Lorenzo getting back into the view of the camera, protecting the wrestlers from the table. It's a good AD move.
Toussaint's got to watch it. That's 2 times in a row he backed out. He's already got the stalling warning from the first period.
He's backed out all the way to the line. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to set up a takedown there that way, but now he's moving forward. All the way to the ballroom floor.
Yep.
Little dancing.
Ballroom blitz?
Yeah.
I knew I had to get that one in before you did.
I knew you were going to get that in. So Toussaint's holding his ground now. But he did back out there. And Keene staying right in the middle. Real good stance. And again, Toussaint backing out. He circled in there. It was smart. Now he's just kind of trying to be aggressive. And
Toussaint trying to tackle him. He's to lower his level a little bit more and get after him.
So 50 to go. Plenty of time here for both wrestlers to score. Toussaint backing out again, but staying more to the center.
I mean, Keene's running out too much either than pushing. I mean, it's just a push fest right now on their feet.
I agree.
I don't think we've seen a leg attack yet.
Yeah, someone has to lower their level and go. Toussaint's got to be really careful. I mean,
19 seconds to go here. I would say Rod Norman won't hit him, but I mean, for Keene hasn't. It's not like he's taking it. It's a There's a nice hand pass. He's got him in trouble with 9 seconds to go. There's your takedown. And he's up under the arms. 2-1, and Hassan picks up the win. Make it 12-9. Falcons out on the mat right now. I don't know. Bonkers here. If we go here into 182 pounds, we have Zach Van Horn coming out for the Falcons.
Looks like Pottstown's going to forfeit to him.
Yep.
At 182 pounds, Zach Van Horn will be awarded forfeit.
Van Horn, record 10-8, a sophomore. Todd Van Horn's son, pretty good wrestler. I don't think Pottstown had anybody. Then it would have came down to.
Nah, I mean, they haven't had anyone there most of the season. But both these weight classes, unfortunately, and that's going to hurt them with the team score.
So quick 21-12. Got Skylar McLeod here, Isaiah Williams, senior 1-5 on the season. Skylar McLeod, the senior 17-4, ranked 4th in our latest rankings, which made quite a buzz on the forum, Glenn.
Try not to read the forum, but I would encourage everyone to jump on there and put some positive posts up for the kids and programs. I did have to apologize the other night.
Yeah, Glenn, as unlike you.
I did promise Adam Lawrence a refreshment at the next tournament, so I think we'll be all right there.
Like a $2 bottle of water? Kyle changes level, tries knee pick. Ooh, there's a hard land there on the floor.
Yeah, and there's 220-pound weight class in the southeastern region. I mean, obviously Nick Chapman at 220 and Owen Gillespie are the top two guys. And then, there's going to be 2 other spots filled at that weight, most likely going up to Hershey. And, McLeod can do it.
Would you have Gillespie above Katka?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about Katka. My hope is that Katka's going to 195, so that's why I omit him. But it doesn't look like I didn't see the Sun Valley scores today, but I'm sure he's still up there. But for Chapman, he has some options. 220 and heavyweight again himself. I mean, we did that last year, but 220 is pretty solid in the region. And for the last several years, we've kind of had multiple place winners in the last couple of years at 220. Obviously last year. So, anyone can get into those, that 4th spot. I mean, it's a shame we're not taking 5 again this year because there's some really good wrestlers that could be left out a couple of these weight classes.
We are taking 5 this year, Glenn.
Is it 5 this year again?
Yeah. One more, at least one more year.
You sure? Mike's saying yeah.
McLeod, in the meantime, has gotten a takedown here.
Well, that changes everything.
Yep. Mind blown.
That's why I retired.
Haven't been that long, and you're off your game. McLeod did a nice job sucking Williams back. He's got him in trouble here with 19 seconds to go in the period.
And he's getting heavy there on the head, so.
He gets the pin here. He'll blow this match wide open.
Got to get his hips down.
5 seconds to go here in the period. Williams doing a great job fighting off his back here, showing a lot of grit.
Yeah, he's going to survive.
Runs to lead to 5-0 here at the end of the period. Second caution here on Isaiah Williams. Just trying to time that whistle, beat that whistle.
And he obviously knew the stand-up was coming, so trying to pick that ankle early. Not a bad move. Silver Cloud right through his feet. 6-0 lead now. And he's going to have to find a way to get him back. Good double attempt. He'll take the single.
Yep. He comes up top here. He's got a near side arm headlock.
Yeah,
he's got to sit out with that. He's got it there. He's going to lock his feet up. And there it is. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Skylar McLeod.
So 27-12 now.
On the heavyweight here, got Tom Doyle. For Pottstown looks like Isaac Hanna.
Isaac Hanna and Tom Doyle.
Doyle, a senior, 8-4 in the season. Hanna, a junior, 13-9. Doyle coming up her body, doing a lot of pushing so far. He's run Hanna out twice.
Doyle's a big fellow.
Yeah.
Little dancing bears here.
Not as bad as the other night.
Trying to steal that phrase from you. Yeah, Doyle needs to get heavy on that head. I think he'll be able to score. He's not snapping. He's getting heavy on that head, but not snapping.
.35 seconds left here in the first period, and a lot of pushing.
For an underhook there.
Double collar here by Tom Doyle. Now off to just the collar tie.
He's got busy hands, but really not getting an angle.
6 seconds to go here in the period. We're down 15 with 5 to go, 5 matches to go. It's a match. This is one they need to win.
Yeah, and bonus points here would really help the Trojans for sure. Nice job by Hanna. Escapes, gets the first point.
A very good shot there by Doyle. Not full commitment to it.
Now, and Hanna almost spun behind. Surprised Hanna's not pummeling him himself. I mean, he's got the better leverage, kind of a little lower base. But I don't think Hanna wants to go under Doyle. Double stall called, so.
Well deserved.
Yeah, You got to force the action here. I mean, we had a full minute almost here, and both wrestlers just kind of content to hang.
.34 left in the period here. 1-0 lead for Isaac Hanna. Have to imagine there's no change in score here. That Doyle is going down to start the third.
Big day tomorrow for the District 1 steering committee with our district dual seating meeting. So I'm sure everyone at home is desperately waiting to see the outcome of the rankings and where everyone falls out for the 16 teams that will make it into the duels. Mike will be there, certainly, and hopefully I can get up there and hold off on my Eagles tailgate for a little bit. I have a little interest in the Hatters getting in tomorrow. So 5 to go, and 2-1 is the score. Hannah is in the lead. Is that accurate?
Their score here is shown 2-1. I don't know if they hit them both for a stall point as well.
Yeah, I think. I guess he nailed them both there. So 2-2 now with Doyle getting up to his feet. Hannah got around and tacked a leg there, but stopped. So takedown now would be real good for either wrestler. And Doyle gets in a little bit. Hannah fights off the tack.
I foresee overtime in our future, Glenn, here.
Yeah, I'd like to see Hannah, like you said, pummel in there a little bit and see what he can do and maybe get an underhook, bump that up and get a leg attack. Work a snag, but a stalling warning, another stalling, could decide it too.
One minute to go.
There it is. There's a double again. That's just pointless, really. I guess the next one will be the key.
Crowd getting a little restless here.
Yeah, and rightfully so. But like I said, I don't think Hannah wants to go underneath Doyle. And Doyle really hasn't done much either in terms of attacks. So now he's going to stalemate it, tell him to get moving. So, as an official here with 30 seconds left, if someone backs out, you can make the call.
A snap there, but no second move with 20 seconds to go here in the match. Doyle doing a lot of pushing right now as we go under 10. There's a shot attempt. And takedown with 4 seconds to go. He cuts him.
So Hannah pulls it off with a takedown late off a Doyle shot, winning 5-4, and Pottsgrove in complete control now, up 30-12.
As we turn over to the little guys, the 106-pounders.
So a lot of action in the last 10 seconds there.
We got Tony Lindgren for the Falcons.
They're going to forfeit to Lindgren.
At 106 pounds, Tony Lindgren will receive a forfeit.
Go to 113 pounds.
At 113 pounds, Aiden Shell will wrestle Matthew Deppin.
Deppin for Pottstown.
Freshman 1 and 7. Shell from Pottsgrove, freshman 7 and 11. Shell with a half shot attempt.
I assume this is a conference match between these two in the PAC.
Yep. Frontier division of the PAC. The division I think Pottsgrove's going to win. For those unfamiliar, the Frontier division is Pottsgrove, Pottstown, Upper Perk, Phoenixville, and Pope John Paul. And Upper Marion. And the Shell in on the shot. He's going to turn the corner.
Good double. Good finish.
Around. Yeah.
Nice.
Finishes it the other way. And he's
that half through. He's looking for it.
Forget about Upper Marion being still somewhat new to the conference. The big schools would then be O&J, Springford, Boyertown, Springford, Medacton, and Norristown.
And clearly a tougher division with those larger schools.
Oh, night and day.
I mean, they're broke down in boys' class sizes.
Shell pulling on that far arm with one leg in. He's getting swipes now from Rod Thorne.
He lets him come up. He's got to dig back.
He's got to pull that arm there, get Shell's hip on the mat. He's going to come around for a reversal of his own.
Now he's got a little dump. Did get Deppen got two. Reversal. Time's going to run out here. Is that buzzer in our headsets or? So Shell defers.
I mean, three of those schools in that Liberty division of the PAC are going to be probably. I'm giving an educated guess here in the top 6 seeds of tomorrow's district duels.
Oh, there's no question, and we've talked about this before. Off camera, certainly Mike and I have talked even today that it really makes sense to separate those PAC teams if we can, because they haven't wrestled each other. And I believe there's a big match on Wednesday night.
Up in Boyertown, hosting the Wildcats. O&J will be there. Shell again. I'm sorry, Deppen with a reversal ties it at 4.
He's got
a half that's real deep.
Yeah, real deep.
He's got to lift inside leg here.
He's got to get up front too.
Yep. Now he's on half and wrist. Still has Shell at disadvantage. He's reloading it. We'll see if he's going to go elbow deep here.
No, he let it go.
There's Deppen, who's a freshman, and it's just that's an experience. Shell trying to reach over the top, pull him over him.
So good action here. Halfway through the match.
Now.
Nice cradle.
He's got Shell in some trouble.
Two backs.
And he got a bounce.
Blew it out. Blew it out because the feet were out there, but plenty of mat space to keep it going.
That's re-energized this Pottstown crowd a little bit and the Pottstown bench. So it's 30-12. Deppen a little high here. See if he can put those legs and get his hips up. He's got Shell back again. He's got Shell in trouble. There's the ball for Matt Deppen. Big smile on his face.
Good sportsmanship there by both wrestlers too.
Makes it 30-18, 36-18, I'm sorry.
So, little hope for Pottstown here if they can pin out, but Pottsgrove has a pretty good wrestler in the lineup still to close this thing out at 132.
At 120 pounds are Charles Simmons and Julian Figueroa.
Charles Sithens, the sophomore, is 16-6 on the year. And we have Juliana Figueroa, who's 2-8 for the Trojans. These were wrong points. 36-18 in favor of the Falcons.
Good little rushing here by Sithens. Lets it go, though. Sithens with an underhook, tries to toss it, but didn't have anything on the other side. Now he's looking for that front head and arm, maybe mixer, inside trip. Figueroa fights that off. Now he goes on the back trip.
And he's got her in trouble. He's going to get boots in here.
Double boots are in.
Yep.
There it is. Sithens with the fall. And that'll sew it up.
Seconds.
It'll bump Pottsgrove leads to 42-18.
With 2 matches to go. This is Josh.
26 pounds, we have Josh Cerrito and Kent Gustav.
Well, the last match tonight will be the best one. Hopefully, Pottsgrove's best wrestler and arguably Pottstown's best wrestler, Nate Parsons and Chase Banier.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
We have Kent Gustav, a senior, is 3-5, and Josh Cerrito, a sophomore, who's 12-8. This Pottsgrove team has a lot of sophomores in it that have a lot of experience and some pretty decent records. So this could be a team Madden's building for the future.
Yeah, and as we all know, teams kind of outside of the top teams, like Council Rock South and even Boyertown's reloading a little bit this year, but it's cyclical sometimes with groups of kids that come up through the middle school and through the clubs, and this could be a team, like you said, that kind of is juniors, seniors. These kids get more and more bout experience, could be solid and certainly atop their conference.
Minutes to go here in the period, no score yet, not a whole lot, a lot of tying up.
We talked a little bit about those top 3 in the PAC, with Springford, Boyertown, and O&J. And, I think O&J has kind of, pushed themselves up to that number 1 spot in the PAC in my mind. And number 2, I have Springford and then Boyertown. That's the way it's kind of shaked out for me. In my rankings, I kind of went the other way. And after looking at things over the last couple of weeks, it seems that's the order. So I'm really interested to see if they go, they could end up really going 3, 4, 5 in the seeding. I wouldn't be surprised with, South on top and, West 2. But some people are going to have, West at 1. So it'll be interesting to see how that seeds out. But I really think it's going to be South and Downingtown West. But then those 3 PAC teams are, could be 3, 4, 5. You got to, I don't know. You kind of called it after the buzzer.
Yep.
If I'm the coach there, I'll move at the table. But and credit to the official, you can hold that call after the buzzer and award the points. And he felt that it was there. I think he was kind of just waiting to see how that played out. But so 2-2 after 1. You in agreement with me on those 3 from the PAC?
Yeah,
have that order?
I don't. I always get accused of being my PAC bias, but tell me different. That it's not those 3 schools that are 3, 4, 5. Who can you make the argument for? Obviously,
Council Rock North. Now that they're not,
they're getting healthier.
Yeah, they could be right there, but. The other night, we saw that they're, even if they add another wrestler or 2, it doesn't matter. So, I think the PAC is clearly the strongest, league in terms of depth, and certainly they're top 3 teams that have been, stalwarts and every year at the duels. In the finals. Semifinals and finals, year in, year out.
Bless you, Len.
Thank you.
So 3-2 lead here for Gustav as we roll with a running clock at the midpoint of the match. Cerrito with a shot, fake.
Nice ankle pick there.
Goes right to the crossbody ride with the legs. Open that far arm.
Grab that arm right away. See what he can do with that arm. Looking for that guillotine, but that's so hard to score these days. I mean, officials don't let that thing go long.
He's going to watch
now
it,
he's in a little bit of trouble. He dropped his hips, came down, he got it.
I think Gustav pushed over, didn't
went
push
the
towards
wrong
the head.
way.
He's still fighting though. Let's see if he comes off his back. Now Cerrito's going to get the full set of back here. John Armato on the mat.
I think Armato forgets there's plenty of room over there to get back points now. And he kind of wanted that blown dead, and he did get the 2 back. So 7-3 now for Cerrito. 6 seconds to go. When you've been around that long, you can step on the mat a time or two and not get warned. And again, maybe he's looking for a dance partner. I don't know. He's sitting down calmly now.
Here to start the third period, Cerrito's down position. Up 7-3.
Gustav's still on that ankle. Still on it.
He's got a little butcher here.
They had a chance to pancake him there too as he came up. Stayed on heavy out front with it. Now he's got to watch his arm. He's in trouble.
Cerrito comes over top of the headlock. Great job being opportunistic there. And that's pretty flat. (48-18) is your score here with 1 match to go. We have Nate Parsons, the senior's 12-4, coming out against the senior Chase Banye, who's a senior and 16-4. Ranked 5th in our latest rankings, 6th at regions last year.
At 132 pounds, we have Chase Banye and Nathaniel Parson.
Parson passed it off, coming off that tie, past the elbow. Banye does evade the attempt. High crotch attempt. Shot the far leg though, Glenn, not the near one, so.
He had that underhook nice too. Good setup. Parson just stepped out.
You know, Banye is a kid that, you know, just a product of a Jeff Madden room. You know, comes out and just bangs heads and wrestles tough, stays in good position. And, you know, he's not the most exciting wrestler to watch, but he goes out and he wins. He's effective.
Yeah, he's tough to score on.
Yeah, you know, we'll watch him get all the way in that 5th place match in regions last year. Nice shot by Parsons, head inside sweep single. He's trying to get that head high. Good job fighting off by Banye. He's trying to bring him back, and again, good job of staying with it, and it's going to go to the other way as the scramble goes to the mat. So as I was saying, he comes kind of almost out of nowhere, and at regions has a great tournament, ends up in that 6th place match, and you know, almost qualifies for states as a junior.
Yeah, and again, that's an example of not letting down on the line right there. I mean, he's going down almost to his back, getting taken down by Parson, and boom, he explodes and kind of turns the tables and gets to himself.
An inadvertent finger to the eye there. Nice head inside single here by Banyai. He gets up off to the mat, and there's his 2. At the buzzer, makes it 4-1.
Yeah, Parsons didn't want to give up that one at the buzzer. Parson has choice. It's going to go down.
Benny wrestled all the way back, losing the first round to Ben Radner at regionals. Then he comes back and he wrestles Babauta from Octorara, wins that one. He beats, avenges the loss of Keyway McNair, an ultimate tiebreaker. Loses to Jacob Reed from Henderson in that Consi semi-match. Drops down and, gets David Campbell, fellow PAC wrestler, and loses 8-1, but, he was there. He was on the cusp of getting states, and it's what kids you root for. Comes out and just appears to be a very, very hard worker.
Right, and, you don't want to run into David Campbell down there for that 5th place match. I mean, I don't think he was supposed to be there. But that weight was loaded last year with Resnick in there as well.
Yep. Jacob Reed, Radner. We're talking Ben Radner didn't even get out of that weight class.
So still, they're a little potentially dangerous, I guess, with the up in the air.
Another head inside double here.
Good shot.
Yep.
Parson doing a really good job earning the 2 takedown there.
Makes it 4-3 here with 1:10 left in the second period.
Yeah, Parsons showing a little more intensity here in this period.
Parsons is a real physical wrestler. I saw him wrestle earlier in the year against Antonio Petrocelli, and he gave Antonio Petrocelli all he wanted in that match in the battle for cancer, the takedown cancer match, sorry. Another outside shot attempt. Doesn't fully commit to a reshot here by Banyai, sorry. Now on the
there's 2 more behind. For Parsons. So total change of
events here in the second period.
Yeah, momentum's all going Parsons' way. Parson looks great on his feet, real comfortable now. So we'll see how that plays out. He'll be probably on top to start the 3rd. He's got to keep him down here, though, for 18.
Under 10 to go here in the period.
And Banyai looked over at the clock, see how much time he had to get out. So holding that 1 point, could be key here for Parson. Parsons got to be careful not getting reversed here. 1, not 2. There's got to be his mindset. Open him up there with a little spiral ride. Good job flattening out Banyai. They really come in with that crossface. Legal, too. Man, Banyai had no explosion at the start, and that affected where he is right now.
You see how long Rod Norman allows him.
Yeah, there it is. He's riding parallel, but ate up some clock there.
Yep. Game 47. Give him 37 seconds of it, so.
Banyai controlling that arm. Parsons got to be careful here, riding parallel again.
Trying to bring him in that.
Yeah, now he's got the boot, and now he's going to get out to the side and let it go. I mean, both guys, I can see it going the other way. And now, Bonnier not doing a lot to move and improve his position.
Couldn't agree more. There's not a whole lot going on bottom. And we got that cradle locked up. Not the best cradle because he doesn't have the arm included. But we'll see what he's going to do with it here. He's going to buy himself some more time with that cradle. He's got to continue to try.
Take it down to 30.
Yep. Cradle's broken. Bonnier coming out here. See if he's going to back pressure up to his feet. Crowd's still in it here. I mean, the match is locked, but this is the match everyone wanted to see. Good job getting staying behind the arm to see if.
Yeah, good riding on top by Parson following.
Yep.
12 to go. Oh.
Wow.
Tough call there.
Yep.
I mean, I disagree. He had a bar, lost it, kind of had to recover to stop any motion from Bonnier. That's a tough call.
And Parsons still riding tough on top. Hey, we go back on their feet here for overtime. Parsons is the one with all the gas right now.
Yeah, and he's got the last 2 takedowns.
He looked real good on his feet in the second period.
He's got to keep his head. I know he's angry, giving up that stall.
I think his coaches and his bench and fans were more angry than he was. He kind of
I didn't agree with the call.
Yeah. His head. I feel his head's still in. We'll see where it goes from here. There's nice
great
inside
shot.
single. He's got to circle his hips a little bit. He's got to run towards his feet now. Get his feet going.
He's got to dig his heels in and go.
He's trying to hook that leg.
Now he's got to come up and he can score here. Good position. Now he's just got to get some height.
He's working.
Quick stalemate call. Kind of agree with that one though.
Yep.
But
I would have not. I didn't like the hook of the ankle or hook the heel. I would have just run the feet towards his feet. But that's why we're on this side of the mat, not over there.
Yeah, I don't want to wear the stripes either.
Yeah. Another great shot. Funk attempt by Banyai.
Banyai fought that off good with the funk.
Yep. Now he's getting height. He's going to try and come through. Under 10 to go. Nothing yet. He's still at.
No.
Oh, that was quick.
So a great finish here to that match and the evening.
Wow. Well, folks, there you have it. 51-18 is our final. Probably not as close as everyone had hoped it to be tonight, but nevertheless, I'm pretty excited to have been part of this. I was excited when Gary Dorenzo asked about it, and to come here and be part of this crowd, Glenn, was nothing short of just fun. And again, like you like to say and like to constantly remind our viewers, wrestling's not necessarily so much on the downswing as people are sometimes the doom and gloom on the forum.
Certainly not. And, the coach is going to pick like an OW here for each team. And those 2 guys at the end probably deserve it.
Something needs they do. And then there's also the traveling border war trophy.
Well, we know where that's going.
Yep. Gary Dorenzo doing a great job getting on camera again. There's a lot of mutual respect and camaraderie among these programs.
The outstanding wrestler from each team. The outstanding wrestler will receive a trophy as well as a bag complimentary of Schuylkill Valley Sports. The outstanding wrestler from Pottstown this year is The outstanding wrestler from Pottstown is Desmond Thompson.
Desmond Thompson from Pottstown gets the OW presented by Coach Jeff Madden. And Gary Dorenzo going out there with the bag from Schuylkill Valley Sports that's donated.
And the outstanding wrestler from Pottsgrove this year is Isaac Hanna.
And Isaac Hanna from Pottsgrove, presented by Nick Wade. And they'll poster a picture, and then the ADs will come out and present the trophy.
Congratulations to both teams. Well done.
And again, sense of pride here, some for these teams, and it's bragging rights, and
Mr. Lorenzo and Mr. Anton
that these kids and something they'll remember for for their lives.
Yeah, it's like you said. I mean, it's a great community event, and the world's greatest sport, oldest sport. And here comes the Pottsgrove team with the Falcons.
Yep.
So they'll be taking that trophy home.
Yeah.
Congratulations, fellas, for winning the Battle of the Border Trophy.
So it's 3 in a row there for the Pottsgrove Falcons.
Thank you everyone for coming this evening.
Yeah, and like you said, new coach there, Pottstown. I mean, obviously some work to do, and kind of fill that lineup as well, and that's always a task. So, they'll be back here next year, is my guess. I can see this being a tradition as long as they get the support.
Everyone I talked to loved the fact it was here. Said they already can't wait. They hope to do it again here. So it's a really neat thing, and hopefully, maybe we'll be part of it. Gary and I joked off camera, and when he asked this week, he's like, "Listen, come to PA Wrestling first. Give me the first opportunity for it." He's like, "I know Flo and Track are all over it. So, luckily we had first shot here for it, and hopefully we did a good enough job that we're invited back, Glenn."
Yeah, I know. And Mike's got to start getting some rights on some of these matches. Have to, maybe, Schuylkill Valley's going to help us out a little bit. There was some conversation about that, but really, that's awesome that they're here and sponsoring the event. That's the kind of thing we need with the sport. There's no Coca-Cola signs over the scoreboard at the stadium. Wrestling needs a boost somewhere, so hopefully they can provide that little boost here for this rivalry. And again, another great night, Saturday Night Lights here for PAWrestling.com, and I'm sure we got some big matches coming up. I know Wednesday I won't be around for your match up there, but where are we going to be next?
Potentially Ruston for District Duels, but you see nothing concrete yet, nothing in stone. Keep your ears to the forum and social media to see where our schedule's going, where it has us traveling to this week. As always, this is Joe Youngblood and
Glenn Kaiser.
We're signing off. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.
Go Eagles.
Don't forget tomorrow, if you get to see this, we will be doing a bracket show in some capacity, revealing the top 16 seeds and the matchups with a very quick predictions of what's going to happen. But, like I said, stay tuned for that. As always, thank you. Take care and good night.